Hello, UArts community. Hello, dancers. Warm greetings from my home in Delaware to wherever you are. I know that I speak for everyone, for all your instructors, for the staff and faculty, in saying that we miss you, we love you, and we are so proud of you. I'm very excited today. I would like to share with you something that has been so transformative in my life, and that is learning to breathe mindfully. But first, I don't know if you know who I am. I'm not sitting behind a piano, so maybe you don't recognize me. I have had the pleasure and privilege of playing for some of your ballet classes. I know I don't recognize some of you when you're out and about and your hair's down. Anyway, I started working on breathing over 20 years ago. And as I said, it's been transformative for me, and I do believe it will enhance your life. When you carve out a little bit of time to breathe mindfully, it can bring about such a sense of calm and peace. It can actually be energizing and rejuvenating as well. So you might say, how can it be both calm and energizing? Well, I invite you right now to come try some of this with me. First, I've been asked to tell a little bit about myself. I mentioned I enjoy playing for your ballet classes. I actually got to study a lot of ballet myself, right here at your alma mater. Many of you know Kimmy Beers. I was in classes with Kimmy. At that time, it was called PCPA, for Philadelphia College of Performing Arts. And Kimmy and I were in ballet classes together. We danced together in a regional company called the Philadelphia Civic Ballet Company. I was also in classes with Christine Cox, and you may know that she was one of the founders of Ballet X. So besides playing at UArts, I play about a mile from here at a really fine ballet school called the Rock School. And before that, I played for 4 years at the School of Pennsylvania Ballet. But let's get started on that breathing. People ask me, should I breathe through my nose or through my mouth? Now, when you see me demonstrate, I'll do what I learned many years ago, which is I'll be inhaling through my nose and I'll be exhaling through my mouth. And when I exhale, my lips will be quite close together. It's a little as though I were sipping on a straw. And I will be exhaling like so. But I want to give you some options. Sometimes our noses don't feel great. It might feel stuffy or congested. You might have some issues with asthma or allergies. And I want to invite you, if that's the case, please feel free to breathe through your mouth, both inhaling and exhaling. All that being said, I'm just going to mention, it was pretty recent, just this past December of 2019, I was reading about someone who holds all kind of records for breathing. He swam under ice for 20 minutes. He could hold his breath 20 minutes. And he will say, well, your nose is for breathing and your mouth is for eating. So he's one who would mostly breathe just with his nose, both inhaling and exhaling. So to warm up, I want to stress to you what's important is to breathe in as deeply and completely as you can to fill those lungs to capacity. And when you exhale, push it all out. When you think you've pushed out all that you can, try to push some more. Because what happens in our day-to-day breathing, we tend to breathe in a shallow manner, and a lot of old stale breath can be hanging around in your lungs. So that's how I'm going to invite you to start. I'm going to ask that you take 5 slow, deep breaths. And why don't you pause your videotape and take the time to try just that, 5 slow, deep breaths. Now in this next exercise, we're going to introduce holding our breath after we inhale. Once again, we're going to work with 5 breaths. After the first breath, after you inhale as much as you can, I want you to hold it for 3 slow counts and then push it all out. After the second inhalation, we're going to add 2 counts. Hold it for 5 slow counts and then exhale. After the third breath, again, we're going to add 2 slow counts. So I want you to hold it for 7 slow counts and then exhale. Now, if in this series, if you feel the need to just pause and to breathe what for you is just natural breathing, that's totally fine. But after your 4th time that you inhale, if it feels comfortable, we're going to add 3 more slow counts, and I want you just to count slowly to 10 and exhale. And with your 5th and final breath in this particular series, if it feels comfortable, I want you to hold it for 15 seconds. Now, I know that I'm talking mostly to a bunch of athletes, and this might be very easy. And with time, more than likely, you'll be adding more and more hold time. So I'm going to suggest in a moment you pause your video, but just to review real quickly, first inhale, hold 3 counts. Second breath, hold 5. After the 3rd time you inhale, 7 counts. The 4th, 10. And after the 5th, 15. And as I said, if partway there you want to pause and just breathe naturally for you, that's great. Now in this 3rd series, we had a warm-up. We introduced a hold after inhaling. This next one is called 4x4 breathing. And I want to demonstrate that for you. Hopefully you could read my porte-bras or my sign language. 4x4 breathing. So what we introduced this time is holding our breath after exhaling. I took 4 slow counts to inhale. I held it for 4 slow counts. I took 4 counts to push it all out, to completely empty my lungs. And then I held 4 counts once more before starting again. So this is your 4x4 breathing. And I want to invite you to pause your video and try this for 5 breaths. Now the last thing I'd like to show you today is a little bit different. Instead of slow breaths, we're going to do what, to me, I'm reminded years ago of breathing in yoga, something called the breath of fire. This is a very quick and short, but it's not breathing in and out really fast. We're going to actually sip the air in quickly, okay, in short, quick sips, and then we'll hold it for however long you like, and then we'll also breathe it out in short breaths. Now, this might be a little tricky. I don't know how well it'll come across in the video, but again, through my nose, I'm breathing in quick, in. And actually, this is one breathing exercise where I also like to use my nose when I'm exhaling. So, I want to invite you once more to pause your video and try this very quick, short, staccato breaths, both inhaling and exhaling, in through the nose, and if you like, also exhaling through your nose. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd like to conclude by just telling you a little bit about how, for me, I make this mindful breathing. I believe it helps tremendously at times to just push away all other thoughts. Push away the tasks for the day, your to-do list, and just focus on breathing in and breathing out. And that's, to me, is what being mindful about breathing is. It's quite wonderful. It helps you to get better control over your thoughts. And for me, as this became more and more second nature, well then I did find I would use it. For example, I commute from Delaware to Philadelphia 5 days a week. I'm on I-95. And that breathing and it, as I said, it really helps me feel centered and calm. So I wish you all the best at this time when there are just so many challenges. Please know that our hearts are with you. I know that one day we'll all look back at this time and we'll say, oh, we made it. We hung in there and we didn't quit. And you can be so proud of yourself. So you take care, and I hope to see you soon in the dance studio.